genius. These boys are my sons like Phoenix. My city and state never ever seen this. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a young boy genius. On a futon, I'ma give it that penis. When this shit's done, I'ma fill up arenas. Ooh, like Gilbert Arenas. Shoot my shot, I'm still with the demons. Ooh, I keep it thorough. I got 5 chicks in New York, that means one in each borough. I'm in the pocket like bro.
Ain't no better way to start these rankings than a little Jack Harlow. What is up, my cunts? It is a fantastic day here in Kansas City. Apologize, this video is a little late. I had some issues I had to take care of. Had to put out some fires yesterday. So, yes, I know I missed game one. But I did take these notes before the game yesterday. So, I will hold true to that. And I will give you guys the best I got here on Friday. So, hopefully this finds you guys well on this Friday afternoon. Let's get started. We're going to go 14-1 on these power rankings. Going to try to be somewhat quick for you guys because I know that you guys have things to do. So let's get rolling. Coming in at 14. Oh, also got to let you guys know I did a little combination of the draft grades, draft rankings, plus the finishes from last year. So that's how I came upon these rankings. So coming in at 14, Double D Cups, also known as Richie. They didn't love his draft. Richie finished 8th last year. He does have Cooper Kupp, obviously, from his name. My little Cooper Kupp, as Matthew Berry calls him, going to have, I think, a good year with the Rams. They have one less mouth to feed without Brandon Cooks, so those targets have to go somewhere. Aaron Jones as well. Free Aaron Jones. I love Aaron Jones' talent. I kind of faded him this year because for some reason the Packers don't like him, but he's a beast, man. If he gets the rock like he should, it's going to be a great pick for Richie. He also plays Eric in week 1. That's something I'm going to add this year. I'm going to have who everybody's playing in their week as well as the matchup of the week again. Moving on to 13, Liberty Pigskin Pimps. Troy coming in at the 13th spot. Of course, he nabbed Mahomes, which I think sucks for all of us. We wish that anybody had him. But, I mean, that's a big pickup for Troy. He also has Julio Jones. That's his keeper. Mahomes, Julio Jones, a fantastic 1-2 punch. We'll see if that can lead Troy to greener pastures this year. He plays Brewster in week 1. Moving on, number 12, bye week. Cody coming in at that 12 spot, finished 10th in the league last year. He has George Kittle, his keeper. Or no, he drafted Kittle. That was a really good draft pick by him. And then I also highlighted Mecole Hardman. I thought he was going to have a better game than he did yesterday. Actually, because of Mecole Hardman, I did not win a fuck ton of money on FanDuel because my team was awesome except for Hardman. Took a chance on him, and he did not pay off. I thought he was going to catch a long touchdown, but he didn't. Cody plays Harris in week 1. Moving on, number 11, O.J. Simpson, the Butcher. O'Leary coming in at number 11, finished 12 in the league last year. Evan Ingram was a big pick for him, auto pick, but they did a good job with Evan Ingram. I think he has a chance to be one of the best tight ends in football. A rough matchup in week 1, but a really good season-long outlook for him. And he also has Preston Williams. Preston Williams as well has a tough matchup in week 1, but Preston Williams is a beast for the Dolphins. I think that he can be something special for that receiving core over there in Miami. Number 10, Saved by LaBelle, Brewster. You probably need to change your team name unless you have already because you don't have Le'Veon, I don't think, anymore. But Brewster coming in, finished in 7th in the league last year, made the playoffs. He has Raheem Mostert. I'm a really big fan of him this year. That was a really good draft pick by Brewster. He also has Mark Andrews, who is a top 5 tight end, and he plays on one of the best offenses in the league, one of the best teams in the league, in the Ravens. So the best that you can have really there. And then he plays Troy in week 1. Moving on, number 9, Barclays Premier League. Welcome to the league, Elliott. Finished last in the league last year, but that was before new management. So Elliott trying to turn things around for this squad. He has David Johnson. You know, I highlighted him, and he had a fucking good game yesterday. I don't like that because I'm playing Elliott this week. But good game from David. And then he also has DK Metcalf, an absolute monster, one of the best bodies in the NFL. And as I formerly mentioned, Elliott and I match up this week. Moving on to number 8, Lip Off, Honey Badger, No Shits Given Football Club. He finished 6th in the league last year. He has Keenan Allen, very underrated wide receiver. That's a good pick by Lip Off. And then I also highlighted Deshaun Watson. He had an okay game yesterday. I think he definitely could have done better, but he just doesn't have the weapons this year. But he's still a phenomenal talent and a great pick by Lip Off. He plays Lou in week 1. Moving on. Easy E coming in at 7. Eric, he finished 11th last year. He picked up Mike Thomas, though. And anytime you have Mike Thomas, I'm going to probably have to put you in the top 8 in the playoffs in my power rankings just because of how good Mike Thomas is. He's a superior wide receiver, best receiver in the league, even better than Odell Beckham, which is crazy to say. Also has Tyler Boyd. I really enjoy that pick for Eric as well. Tough matchup in week 1, but Tyler Boyd, really good season long, especially I think him and Joe Burrow are going to have a really good connection together. He plays Richie week 1. Moving on, number 6, Rug Muncher. Lou coming in at number 6. Finished second in the league last year. They didn't love his draft, so that's why he is where he is. But we'll see if he can repeat last year's dominating run. He has Chris Carson. Big fan of Chris Carson, number 1 over there in Seattle. I think that they have a really underrated offense. And then, of course, Lamar Jackson, his keeper, one of the best quarterbacks in football. I think he designated a first-round value. That's how good Lamar Jackson is and how much better Jackson and Mahomes are than the rest of the field. He has lip-off in week 1. Moving on, number 5, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Harris coming in, a big jump. You know, he was finished 13th in the league last year, so you know he had to have an amazing draft for him to jump up that high, and he did. You know, I can't bullshit. I give Harris a lot of shit. I know we all do, but incredible draft by you. First off, your team name, Edwards-Helaire. What a draft pick that was. He looked incredible yesterday. He's the real fucking deal. Amazing balance, hits the holes really hard. I'm really excited to see him play. So great pick by you there, Harris. I think you're probably really thankful that he fell to you. And then Kyler Murray, a fantastic pick. I kind of wish, looking back, I would have drafted him because I have 2 Cardinals wide receivers, so maybe I need to make a trade with you, Harris. But that was a good draft pick, too. I think Kyler Murray has a chance to be one of the best quarterbacks in football this year. And Harris plays Cody in week 1. Moving on, number 4, AIDS is the name of Danny's team this year. He finished 4th in the league last year, 4th in the power rankings. All makes sense. He had Allen Robinson. He is a fantastic wide receiver for the Bears. And then also Philip Lindsay. Danny, I don't know if I should share this, but you did. I guess you drafted him, so I can share it now. He has a really good feeling about Lindsay this year. So I think that could be one of the steals of the draft if he does his thing over there in Denver. And then he plays O'Leary in week 1. Moving on, number 3. One of the best team names I've seen in a while. Hit me with your Prescott. That's pretty good, Gally. He finished 5th in the league last year, 3rd in the power rankings here. Excited to see what Cam Akers can do. I highlighted Cam Akers being a rookie. We'll see what he can do over there in LA. He might be the lead share back after this week. He's going to get a lot of carries due to injury. And then Deebo Samuel. If Deebo Samuel's healthy, man, he's one of the best receivers in the league. Deebo Samuel is a monster. Really good draft pick by Gally. He plays Porter week 1, and that's actually the matchup of the week. So Porter and Gally, they're both very high in power rankings. You're going to see where Porter is here in just a second. But I'm excited to see what happens in that week 1 matchup. Moving on, number 2, Run CMC. Putting myself in there at number 2 spot. Finished number 3 in the league last year. Probably should have won because I had Michael Thomas and Christian McCaffrey, but had a bad week in the semis, and Porter came and beat me. But yeah, I want to highlight Jonathan Taylor. I'm excited for him this year. I think he has the potential to be a first-round, second-round pick next year. So I'm excited I was able to snag him. And then DeAndre Hopkins. Welcome to the team, DeAndre. I am sad to see Michael Thomas go, but not upset at all to have DeAndre Hopkins try to fill his role. I play Elliott week 1, and as made apparent by Elliott's showing last night, I'm in a little bit of trouble. Moving on, number 1, has to be number 1, winning the league last year, under the influence, Mikey P. He has Odell Beckham Jr. on his team. I'm probably going to highlight him almost every week until he trades him to me. I can't believe he snagged him from me. Literally the pick before me. I thought he could have had Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson is a perfectly fine wide receiver. Why not you draft him and let me have Odell Beckham? Fucking Porter. But great pick by him. Travis Kelce, also a great keeper selection by him. I do have, of course, the matchup. He plays Gally Porter week 1. Going to be a fantastic matchup. That's all I got. Rankings are Under the Influence at 1, Run CMC 2, Hit Me With Your Prescott at 3, AIDS at 4, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air at 5, Rug Muncher at 6, Easy E at 7, Honey Badger No Shit's Given Football Club at 8, Barclays Premier League at 9, Saved by LaBelle at 10, OJ Simpson the Butcher at 11, Bye Week 12, Liberty Pigskin Pimps at 13, and Double D Cups at 14. Best of luck to all you boys this week. Can't wait to talk to you guys virtually again next week. Enjoy your Sunday, and this is Commiss signing off.